A few days ago, deep fakes of Donald Trump went viral. They visualized the potential arrest of Trump. They showed Trump running away from the cops, Trump in an orange jumpsuit, sitting alone behind bars inside a federal prison. Those pictures were all fake, but reality is inching closer to what they showed. Donald Trump has been indicted, he's been criminally charged, and this is a first. Never before has a former president of America faced criminal charges. And this will have wide-ranging implications on Trump's life and career for sure, but also on the presidential election, on the fate of the Republican Party, and on America's democracy at large. The world's oldest democracy is again in uncharted waters. Will this indictment further divide the United States of America? Let's try and answer these questions one by one. Question number one, what are the charges against Donald Trump? We don't know the specifics, they're yet to come out. But this is about Trump's hush money payments to Stormy Daniels. This was just before the 2016 presidential election in the US. Stormy Daniels is a porn star. In 2006, she's said to have had an affair with Donald Trump. In October 2016, she was paid $130,000 US. What for? To remain silent about the affair. Because Trump was running for president and the media was gunning for him and they were looking for a story. So they contacted this porn star and she apparently wanted to sell the story of the alleged affair with Donald Trump. It would have been damaging in the election. So Donald Trump's team tried to stop this. His then lawyer, Michael Cohen, stepped in. He allegedly paid $130,000 to Stormy Daniels. And none of this is illegal. Neither the affair nor the money paid to keep it secret. Hush money is legally okay in the US. So what is the case about? Donald Trump had to reimburse Cohen for this payment. And he did pay the $130,000 back, but this payment, where Trump reimbursed his lawyer, was recorded as a legal fee. And that was a lie. It was not legal fee, it was hush money. Donald Trump lied, and prosecutors say that this is a criminal offense. He is being accused of falsifying business records, and that's the reason why he's in trouble. Question number two, what is Trump's response? He denies any wrongdoing. He calls the case a political witch hunt. He also denies having had an affair with Stormy Daniels. But Donald Trump did admit to paying his lawyer, Michael Cohen. The former president released a statement. He called the prosecutor in this case a disgrace. He accused him of doing Joe Biden's dirty work. Let me read out from Donald Trump's statement. The Democrats have lied, cheated, and stolen in their obsession with trying to get Trump, but now they've done the unthinkable, indicting a completely innocent person in an act of blatant election interference. Question number three. What happens next? Donald Trump has to appear in court. He'll have to fly to New York for this, and this will happen on Tuesday, that's the 4th of April. On that day, Trump's fingerprints will be taken, he will have his mugshot taken, and then he'll appear before a judge. And that's where all the formal charges will be read out. Trump will be allowed to enter a plea, guilty or not guilty. He is likely to say that he is not guilty. He is likely to contest the charges against him. Reports say Donald Trump will then be allowed to head home.
Trump will be given the opportunity to appear in court. He's not going to be arrested. Now, he will be booked, which means he'll be fingerprinted, he'll have his mugshot taken, but he's certainly not going to be placed in handcuffs. He's not going to be put in a cell with the general population.
Question number four. When will the trial begin? Not in a hurry. Legal experts say a trial is still more than a year away.
This is a very, very big step and a big historic moment, but it's going to be many months, maybe even approximately a year before a trial, if there ever is one, would go forward. And so we are a long way away from Donald Trump actually suffering lasting consequences for his actions.
But this could hurt Donald Trump's White House plans, which brings us to question number 5. Can Donald Trump still run for president? Technically, he can. There is no law that bars a candidate from campaigning if they're found guilty of a crime. And such a person could even become the president of the US and serve as president even from a prison. That's what the law says. And Trump certainly has not given up. Last evening, his team sent out fundraising emails. The Republican Party is rallying around him, and the voices of support are getting louder.
Do you really think that these charges are going to go through? Do you really think that they're going to take President Trump out of the running for president because of some old horse space story? No, I don't believe that for a second. No, I'm going to vote for President Trump.
Next question. What is Trump's strategy? How does he plan to counter this? Trump has resorted to doing what he does best, painting himself as a political martyr and asking supporters to fight the charges from the streets. He has already asked his supporters to protest. Many of them turned up outside his resort in Florida. There were crowds outside the White House too, and more of them are expected to show up next week when Trump's first appearance in the court is scheduled. Last question. Can Donald Trump fight this? Honestly, it's a tough one because this could be just the beginning of Trump's legal troubles. He's being investigated in several other cases, including a probe into the U.S. Capitol riot of January 2021, the effort to overturn his loss in Georgia in the 2020 election, and over the handling of classified documents after leaving office. Trump could face criminal charges here too. Does he have the appetite for so many legal battles? It's hard to say. He's prevailed against odds in the past, and when cornered, he tends to respond with an explosive backlash. With his die-hard supporters now entering the picture, the tension is only shooting up. 3 days ago, a Trump supporter was arrested. She brandished a knife at a family. Now, security arrangements are being made for his appearance. Donald Trump is going on trial, but outside the court, America's unity is being put to the test.